everybody. I'm Jared.
We're talking to each other.
Say what?
I said, if we're not, we're talking to each other.
That's right. That's right. I'm Jared. This is Kevin, and this is episode 6 of the quarantine concert series that we're calling it, special series.
It is the quarantine episodes.
That's right. We got a great show for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of cool stuff. Typically we start out with the grudge match, but tonight we're going to mix it up just a bit because Kevin, I'll let you intro the guest for us here.
Okay, so joining us right now, some of y'all may know him as the drummer of Hinder. He's also in our new duo with Marshall from Hinder, the Dangerous Hippies. It is Cody Hanson. So Cody will be joining us at this time, and we're going to chat with him about what he's got going on. Cody, how are you?
Yo, for some reason I can't hear Kevin at all, so it's
Of course I can.
totally silent.
All right.
All right, hold on. I got it. How about now? Can you hear Kevin?
Can you hear me now?
I can. I got it.
All right.
Nice.
Cody,
Okay.
how you been? So how you
What's
been?
going on, man? How you guys doing?
Doing real
We're
well.
Doing good. So I brought you on. I wanted to talk with you a little bit about Dangerous Hippies. And then, of course, talk about, we can get some of the Hinder stuff out of the way because I know you guys had planned on doing a 15-year anniversary of Extreme Behavior. And I know the COVID-19's kind of put all of that on a halt, but what do you see as far as your guys' end on maybe being able to pick up and continue on that at some point?
Well, everything, as you know, is really up in the air, and I think it's going to be kind of on a market-by-market basis. We still have a couple of shows for July, some in August that haven't been canceled yet, but we lost another one today. We'll see what happens with those. We're planning on picking back up in the fall, but they're predicting that there may be an uptick in cases in the fall. So who knows what's going to happen? All we can do is get the information as it comes in and try to make the right decision. But obviously our first priority is staying safe, but also doing our part to keep everybody else as safe as possible.
Gotcha. So let's roll into a little bit of Dangerous Hippies. So and I love the vibe that you guys are bringing. Was it just tour bus playing around, or was it something that you guys planned, or how did that work out that Dangerous Hippies started?
So Marshall and I have been writing and producing together since our third album, Hinder album. He came out on the road with us, and we did all the demos and pre-production for that third album. And so ever since then, we've been writing and producing together in the studio. And somebody had approached us about they needed to replace a Black Keys song, I think it was, for a commercial. And so we wrote a song that was, kind of in that vein. And, when we turned it in, everybody really liked the sound. So we just kind of, since we had a great time doing it, we just kind of kept rolling with it and kept, writing songs, along those lines. And, as the time went by, the sound kind of progressed and changed and morphed into what it is now. But, we kind of kept some of those alternative and indie elements. We just kind of, we called it something different before, but at the last minute, before we released the first track, we decided to go with Dangerous Hippies, and we're doing our thing, man, having a great time. It's one of those projects that has, we like to say, it has no rules, so it's a lot of fun. With Hinder, when you're writing, I don't want to say you get stuck in a box, but fans have really come to expect a certain thing. They expect a certain sound. With this, we can take some of our different influences and use them toward this project, which is really cool.
So have y'all ever toyed with the idea of Dangerous Hippies opening up a show for Hinder?
No, I don't think so, man. We when we do a Hinder show, we like to leave it all out on the stage, you know.
That ain't no lie. If you haven't seen a Hinder show, it is a fun show to be a part of, and just I've seen them from the backstage area, I've seen them from the stage, and I've seen them from in front of the stage, and all three areas is some of the best shows that I've ever seen. So,
well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
How long has it been since y'all played on the coast? Has it been a while?
They played Mobile. When I saw you guys last, you guys were in Mobile. I think that was late 2019, early 2020.
You know, I'm gonna have to take your word for it, man. I don't remember shit ever.
There you go. If you remember it,
But
you weren't
it
there.
was Love to Hate opened the show, and I think it was Love to Hate, and then Red, and then you guys. I think Red opened up for you guys on that one.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, that was over in Mobile.
Very cool. Very cool.
I know I got one question for you. So since like being in the middle of all this and like you're talking about potentially not being, shows canceling and y'all are not exactly sure when you're going to be able to get out there and to what capacity, what have you been doing or the group of y'all been doing to kind of stay busy during this time? I mean, have you started writing more or have y'all done any kind of live stream events as a band? Like how have y'all been productive during this time?
Well, two of the guys live out of state. Mike lives out in Atlanta, and Mark lives in South Carolina. So, they've kind of just been doing their own things. I'm not, not really sure what they've been up to be honest with you. But Marshall and I are always writing and always recording. We've been doing the Dangerous Hippies thing quite a bit. We just did a video for our new song 1982. We did that, started on it yesterday, and we'll wrap up the filming portion on Friday. So we're looking forward to putting that out. It's gonna be a really cool video. So that we're kind of just been rehearsing a lot. The two of us, and we actually Blower came over a couple weeks ago, and we did some just some stuff for social media. Did some live recording, acoustic kind of things to post. So we'll be putting that up pretty soon, I think. And yeah, man, just kind of keeping the ball rolling as much as possible. Doing whatever we can. But there's nothing like playing live, man. We're ready to get this thing rolling again as soon as it's safe.
Yeah, I definitely can understand that. That's kind of seems to be the consensus that we're hearing from everybody. So hopefully it won't be a 2021 type of thing. We've heard that from some people. Kevin, you read an article a minute ago saying that some of the bigger show promoters, right, are worried that it'll be a 2021 thing before everything's back.
Yeah, I was just reading an article where they say they've pretty much written off 2020 and looking at summer 2021. So it is what it is. I don't know.
I've heard the same thing, and that's obviously quite possible. But I think it's at this point nobody really knows, and it may end up being one of those things where it's like a state by state basis, or even city by city basis. Where things are maybe a little more safe. Maybe some of those cities might consider allowing some things in. But I think it's also, it's not like a one size fits all kind of thing. I think all the really big shows, all your big Live Nation shows that
right.
In your bigger venues. I don't see that it's possible for them to do those right now. You know what I mean? But what the hell do I know?
I got it. I get you.
Yeah.
Well, Cody, I want to say thank you for spending a little time with us. And Jared, if you look on our playlist, Dangerous Hippies video for Woe is in there. And
okay.
We're going to roll into Woe from Dangerous Hippies. And Cody, thank you once again. And hope to see you soon.
Yeah, dude, anytime. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
We appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Cody. Bye.
All right, Kev, I pulled him out. Fancy little trick work there before I roll into that video. We got a comment while we were during the interview that we dropped some frames. I think the connection's getting a little sketchy here. I'm gonna see if I can fix that while we're in the video. So let's check this video out, and we'll see when we come back. Hopefully, we get a little bit better quality going on. That was a good interview, man. All right, cool.
Thanks.
shining man in white. I was like, whoa, 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 you better quit that shit. Like, whoa, whoa, you better quit that shit. She's hanging on the balcony, cocaine gave her wings, thinking she might fly. On the 14th floor, she's screaming for another bump and we might die. I was like, whoa, whoa, you better quit that shit. Like, whoa, quit that shit. I was like, whoa. Before you're making the green. Now my soul's on the dark side. They sold it off online and kicked me out on the street. I was like, whoa, you better quit that shit. Like, whoa, you better quit that shit. I was like, whoa. It's all the same to me. Killing them with fairy tales, no one thinks for themselves, recycling ancient creed. I'm like, whoa, I was like,
Nice. I dug it.
Good stuff.
I dug it. I tried to fix up the internet here a little bit. We'll see. I don't know how glitchy it is, Kevin. Were you able to monitor?
Yeah, it was pretty glitchy.
Damn.
It got better at some points, and then it went away, and then it came back. So I guess it's just something we're gonna have to play with tonight.
Yeah, it's the internet, man, and this is the COVID screwing us. So we'll do our best to make it work. So we kind of led off with the interview there to begin with versus the Grudge match like we typically do, but I'm glad Cody jumped on there with us, man. That was cool. That's one of the things Kevin and I have been talking about doing is utilizing the internet to kind of reach out to some bands that are further away, bands that aren't necessarily going to stop by the studio and talk to us, but they'll jump on a link and do like that. So we really appreciate it.
Yes, it was great. And thank you to the guys at Dangerous Hippies for sharing the show.
Yeah.
Too. So they did that, so we want to thank them for doing that.
Yeah,
so.
We appreciate it. Hopefully the internet will cooperate with us. But it is what it is. I know one other thing that I'd like to talk about real quick, Kevin, before we jump into the Grudge match, is the sound hats here.
Yeah.
Check that out. I don't know if it's something anybody out there is interested in. Drop us a comment below, and we might do a pre-order or do a small or a big run of these things. If you're down with the show and you want to support, let us know. Look, Ronnie says he wants one. We got the comments flowing. So jump in the comments. Let us know what y'all are doing tonight. How everybody's week's been. What's going on musically with you. Feel free to shamelessly self-promote. Tag your stuff. Put your
That's what
name
we're
out
here
there.
for.
That's right. That's right. Let's get them warmed up in the comment section, Kevin. See if we can get them chatting, and let's go right into the grudge match, man. Who do we got tonight?
So we have our returning champion out of Pennsylvania called Dead Eyes. They did a really great job. I mean, they were unanimous winner last week. We played another video later on into the episode from a band called Another Day's Armor. And Jared made the comment of, you know what, that's probably going to be a pretty good grudge match if we do that. So that's what we did. So your challenger is the band out of New York. They are called Another Day's Armor. And you can check them out right now. The song is called Underneath. It is video number 1 on the grudge match. Look for the poll to vote for video number 1 or video number 2. You guys pick the winner. Deadeye is going for their second win in a row. And this is their challenger. It's Another Day's Armor, Underneath. You're watching the grudge match and the sound.
Pick it up, pick it up. Never really
All right, we're back. I hope it wasn't too glitchy, man.
We are.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on with my internet. It's really the first time we've ever had this problem with the internet for the show, but that's okay. We'll get through it. Kevin, can you see the comment section down below? It looks like we got some people tuning in from the North Carolina region. Kansas City's in the house. Lori, what's up?
Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Drop it in the comments, and y'all will show up on the screen there. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna assume that that's from some of the shares that we got.
Yes.
So if it's your first time watching the show, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. We are The Sound. We're located out of Biloxi, Mississippi, and it's our goal, man, to provide a platform for up-and-coming artists, bands of all genres. We are pretty rock-leaning, but we play everything on here. So let us know. Send us a message. Drop us a line in the comments. Let us know what you think about the music, and if you could, share it. That helps us out tremendously, especially if you're from somewhere out of state, man. That gives some new exposure for the show, for the artist.
Jonathan from Kingdom Collapse just checked in and throwing the horns at us. Great job for them, and great things going for them right now. Hitting last week, number 3 most added active rock radio. In some of the charts, they just hit number 50 in the rock chart, sitting right behind Breaking Benjamin.
That's right.
So good for them.
Super impressive watching what those guys are doing. We had them come over last summer to the summer throwdown that we put on through The Sound, and they did phenomenal, man. They put on a great show. I believe that, Kevin, there's footage of that. I believe, is it in? Did we ever have? No, we didn't put out any footage from that, did we? I don't think we recorded that.
We have it all.
Not from the first one, I don't believe. I don't believe on the first one.
Not the first one. We have it from the fall ball.
Yeah. I need to work on that.
Whatever we called that thing.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. The fall ball. We do have waiting. We love you too, homie. Keep doing what you're doing too. That's to Jonathan, man. I can't wait to see where those guys go. I got a good feeling about what they're doing. Adam, what's up, dude? What's up? Good to see you. It's probably the weather. You're right. Hopefully the power don't go out. That would suck. But did you get your swag, Adam? Did you get your shirt and your swag from the last episode?
If I remember right, he did post it when he got it.
I think he did. We got Ronald Gardner here in the waiting room.
Hey.
Yo. Yeah, we got the other Grudge match. I forgot. Let's get into that, Kevin, before I speed the show along.
We have to play the returning champion off of the Grudge match. It's a band out of Pennsylvania. The song is called Prisoner. It is your champion. It's video number 2. The band is called Dead Eyes. So now's the time to get in the comments. Let us know video number 1, video number 2, or just hit on the poll, video for Another Day's Armor or the video for Dead Eyes. But check it out right now. It's your champion, Dead Eyes. It's called Prisoner, and you're watching The Sound.
Well, that is that's pretty intense, I must say.
It is. And I will say it's kind of a, we're running a kind of 50-50 right now on the votes. So it's going to be a good one. You add in Adam voting for Another Day's Armor, then you've got Lori who says Dead Eyes is better. So right now we're running 50-50.
I watched that video the other day, the Dead Eyes video. Do you tag those guys?
Pennsylvania.
Do you need to tag those guys in the
But
comment?
we already tagged them. They already liked it. They already loved it.
Well, aren't you just Johnny on the friggin' spot?
I'm on top of it.
The young lady that appeared to be the one doing the kidnapping and the torturing in that video, something special about her. I'm not quite sure what it was, but she's I don't know. I have to figure that one out.
Yeah. When you figure it out, let me know.
Something's different there. Something was
There's
going.
something there.
Something's going on there. I don't know. Drop us a line in the comments. Let us know what you think about it. But I don't know.
Nvision also voted for number 2, Dead Eyes. And don't forget, we will be chatting with Alex and Kevin from Nvision tonight and playing their new video. She said that'll be coming up in just a little bit from the episode.
Okay. So. Well, now, without further ado, without me ruining the grudge match here, now we've got Ronnie, and hopefully, let's see, we'll bring Ronnie in here. Ronnie's a local musician. You've known him. He's pretty much been in every band that was on the Mississippi Gulf Coast at some point. He's a bass player, phenom, so let's pull him in here. Ronnie.
Yo, here he is.
What's up, dude?
Hey. Happening, brother.
What's up, man? Dude, so what the hell's been going on with you since all the quarantine stuff? We've been sharing some of your new stuff. Like you're putting out a lot of music right now.
Well, I mean, I've been pretty bored. I mean, I still go to work, and we've been pretty busy because we're essential at the brewery.
Damn right.
Water, doing hand sanitizer and doing all that good stuff. But man, when I got into the school thing, I got new audio programs and new DAWs and all this new studio equipment, and I'm loving every minute of it. So yeah, I've been tagging up with Josh Gilly, and we've been doing all kind of crazy stuff, man.
Ronnie, what are you in school for? Audio recording?
I'm going for recording, so like recording engineering.
Sweet.
Pretty much get my associates. Yeah.
Sweet, dude. That's awesome, man. Yeah. So I mean, it's never really a good time, but it seems to me like you've been making good use of your time, right? While we're under all this quarantine shit.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, we can't go out and play with the all-nighters right now, but we did get some shows back on the books.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Can you
so
say
where's that?
Yeah.
We know for certain that July 10th we're gonna be back at the Long Beach Town Green.
Okay.
And they're kicking it back off at the Town Green, and then we still have money at the Glory Bound, but we're still waiting to see if Glory Bound's actually gonna open back up fully by then.
Yeah.
So we're not sure, and it goes with the same with Dan B's over here in the Bay, is because we're doing the Town Green on the 10th. We're supposed to be doing Dan B's on the 11th. So
cool.
We'll see, but we know for sure that we're doing the 10th.
Let me ask you this. We've mentioned it before, Kevin and I, right now with everybody being in quarantine and going back, like musicians just kind of getting into this writing mode and recording mode. How long have you been in school, and like how much progress do you think you've made as far as learning the technology, learning how to record, and how much you can do right at home, right?
Right, yeah. I started school in January, like right before all the COVID hit. And I got my tech kit, I would say at the beginning of March. And since COVID hit, I had nothing but time to play with all these new toys that I had in front of me. And explode into existence that you played last time and that I sent you.
Right.
Which we're gonna play again here tonight too.
Oh, nice. We that's actually 2013 production, like pre-production from the old band I used to be in, Satanic, and it never saw the light of day. So I took that and I had it up in Pro Tools and I moved it over to Logic and I was messing with it, like remixing it,
Right.
as you can tell. And Gilly hit me up one day and we've been talking back and forth and he was like, man, I really want to do some more vocals because you know how Gilly, he sits Southbound Shadow and all that. He country boy, he went up to the country and country boy can't survive. He hasn't been doing nothing. So he's like, man, I really want to do something. And I sent him the track, and then he put some vocals to it, and he sent it back to me, and I was like, dude, I'm in love with this. So I hit up Marcus from Syntonic, and I was like, look, man, this is what we got going on. And he's like, well, I want to redo the guitar tracks on it. So I emailed him my Logic session that I had going on, and he put new guitar tracks on it, emailed me back his Logic session. And I've just been going back and forth. And then I got Phil Cron to do some real drums on it because the drums that we had were MIDI drums by Castro. And it just took off from there. And ever since then, it's just like, I'm going to produce more dubstep because I did a dubstep album in 2013 while I was on tour with Syntonic. And I had all these tools in front of me to make more music. And I had nothing but time and boredom. So that's what you got, man.
That's the way it goes, man. That's how. So, like I've said this before, I can't wait to see what comes out of all of this with all of the bands not being able to tour, not being able to do much, but sit at home, write. Some of the best music is going to come out of this that we've heard in a very long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree
And
with that.
that brings another point to the Stereo Hype stage too, because we're Stereo Hype hasn't been around. We've been doing reunion shows here and there, but me, Chase, and Steven, we're in the all-nighters, and we're like, you know what, we want to do some more original stuff, and I'm like, dude, I have a recording studio, so let's start writing. Produce something that we could do. It might not come out as Stereo Hype, but it might come out as potential future Stereo Hype tunes. We just never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Hype might make a comeback.
I like y'all's comebacks, man.
Good stuff.
They were fun.
Yeah. Kevin, do we want to roll into Explode Into Existence? We can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and roll it. That's what we're here for, is the music.
Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm going to try to do something
Tell me
here.
if I'm ready, and then you tell me 1 second.
I know. I'm just making sure you were ready. All right, let's see here.
He's going to stop me first.
Is it on the list, Kevin?
It is.
All right, sweet. Let's do it. You ready? Here it goes.
Yep. It's right underneath Dead Eyes, as a matter of fact.
All right, here we go.
All right. What happened?
Kevin, it was not on there. It's not on the playlist. It's not on the playlist. Your mic's muted.
You muted, Kevin.
Then you didn't refresh the playlist
What?
because it's right underneath Dead Eyes in my playlist.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't refresh the playlist. But now that I know that, I can. All right, let's try that again like it never went wrong to begin with. This is Explode Into Existence. And you're watching maybe the sound.
Want to see you pop up? Look.
Ronnie, let me unmute you. Dude,
Unmute me.
yeah, that was legit. That was legit.
I really love that song.
Yeah, it's
We
heavy.
we actually have another one that we're doing right now. It's the same story. It's from the 2013 pre-production called "Built for Sin." I think I sent y'all a little preview of that.
Yeah, you sent it to me, I think, through Facebook Messenger. So
I'm awaiting guitar tracks for that.
okay.
Because he wants to redo his guitars for that, and then I'll make another video of it.
Let me tell everybody where they can find you, man, in all your various projects.
My various projects, you can find me at SoundCloud. I think it's soundcloud.com/Ronald Gardner. That's pretty much where you can find me. I do have on Spotify. Find those. You have to search Ron John for that one though. And the profile picture is the Punisher base with the rainbow colors.
Okay. Do you have does the Explode into Existence have anything as far as like a Facebook page or anything?
No, because we really didn't do anything with that. We just I put that on SoundCloud I think once.
Yeah.
I don't even think that the new one, like the track that actually has the video, is on SoundCloud. Because
Okay.
I did that video real quick just to send to you guys. It's on my YouTube page, but I
Gotcha.
don't even know what my YouTube handle is. To be honest with you.
All right, man.
I know that he sent me a few things that I'm digging too.
Yeah.
So some new stuff.
Oh, you talking about the rap stuff?
Yeah. Come on.
Don't let the cat out of the bag yet. Don't let the cat out of the bag. Wait till it's done. We'll drop it on here, and then let's see if people can figure it out.
All right.
That'd be cool. That'd be real cool.
We'll keep that one hush for a little bit.
Yeah.
All
right, Ronnie. Thanks for stopping in, dude. We appreciate it.
Hey, man, no problem. Thanks for having me,
Have
bro.
a good night,
See you
dude.
later, Ronnie.
Oh, that was cool, man. That was really cool. Kevin, looks like we got some people in the comments thanking, saying they were digging some shit that we were doing. I saw it a minute ago, but it fell out. Where'd it go? Shelly.
Well, I mean.
Shelly, thank
yes.
you. Thank you for chiming in. She said she said proud of you guys. Appreciate everything you do. Coast Observer does. For the music scene locally here.
They've had that streaming stuff going for about 2 weeks now.
They feature some artists too, huh?
They do. Project 9's been on there every Friday night. James Gillies, Mike Collette. Quite a few have been on there. They've been trying to do it on a weekly. And then I'll give props to your other partner there, Brownwater Banter. Talked to Shay Dobson the other day about music, and Shelly got in there. Shelly's trying to put something together to raise money for local musicians.
Yeah.
That we will definitely be a part of, and looking forward to it as soon as it can happen and figure out all the logistics of it. So Shelly and the Can of Blue, all of them over there, they do a really good job. Coast Observer Live, so yeah. Shout out to them.
Yeah, and she also Shelly threw out some free advertising for local businesses. I don't remember what month it was. Last month before last, or whatever. But it was during all this COVID. Yeah, it was during all the COVID stuff, and much appreciated. I know all the businesses around here really appreciated that shout out too. So, guys, if you're watching or listening to this, go check them out. Coast Observer magazine. They're on Facebook. Look them up. You can check them out there as well. So, Kevin, I think we're sitting on another pretty cool interview. Am I wrong?
We are, but I want to play a couple videos before we roll into that pretty cool video.
Okay.
Kind of, we teased it. Nvision's coming up. We did an interview with them. We're going to talk to them. We're going to play their new video. But I do want to play a couple songs. First one is going to be a band called the Dirty Youth. They've been around a while. They're from Wales, over in the United Kingdom. I will have the pleasure of doing an interview with them Friday, and we will have it on the next episode. So we'll be interviewing them. I just love to find the ones that the time change is just so drastic.
You like to interview everybody on the other side of the planet.
Stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning to do the interviews. Actually, this one, I'm going to be doing the interview, I think, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll be 7 o'clock their time or whatever it is. And then the second band that we will play is a band called Beneath Atlantis, and they are out of Anchorage, Alaska. And the song's called Stay Away. So when we do those, we'll come back, we'll chat with Alex and Kevin from Nvision. But right now, this is The Dirty Youth, and you're watching The Sound.
We've been torn apart, pulled by horses, so we can all survive. Upload our faces to kill the boredom in our personal beehive. Lost to chaos of remedy, soldiers with no guns, no answers, mathematicians with no sons. We're not falling down a rabbit hole, we take the pill so we can see. We've got everything we need, we're just not free. Oh, the places that we've seen seem like a distant memory. We got love for the unseen when we're stuck in Project 19. Whoa. Kill the power, kill the lights, clap outside your door. Got respect for the energy, but they can't take much more. Lust is becoming an excuse for freedom in this isolation parade. Beautiful people with that dirty abs can't wait to get fucking laid. I'm falling down a rabbit hole, we take the pill so we can see. We've got everything we need, we're just not free. Oh, the places that we've seen seem like a distant memory. We got love for the unseen when we're stuck in Project 19. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, the places that we've seen seem like a distant memory. We got love for the unseen when we're stuck in Project 19. Hey, 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 hey. When we're stuck in Project 19. Hey, 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 hey. When we're stuck in Project 19.
dig it. I dig it a lot. I dig it a lot.
Yeah.
How'd you find those
Good
bands?
stuff. Good stuff.
How'd you find those bands, Kevin?
You know, I've gotten lucky when we've been, shameless plug here, but we have our Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
And when you're on the Spotify playlist, you scroll all the way to the bottom of it, it gives you suggestions. So I start listening to some of them, making sure that they fit into what we deal with as far as indie, unsigned, all that kind of stuff. And then after I add them to the playlist, then I turn around and then when I've added YouTube and go, hey, I just added that band. Let me see. We've been lucky enough to find some good ones out of that. And that, like I said, Beneath Atlantis, and the song is called "Stay Away." They're out of Anchorage, Alaska. And then of course the Dirty Youth. That song's called Project 19. Of course, it was like a quarantine type video where they filmed it in different areas. So kind of Project 19, COVID-19. So like I said, some of the best songs we're going to get in a long time are probably going to come out of this. So
I agree. The Nvision interview.
Yes.
Where are they claiming to be out of?
So they are claiming to be out of the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Yeah, that's what
So,
I didn't know if it was here or like Slidell area or New Orleans, because I know that what is the
kind of he can claim all of it. They can claim all of it. I mean, Alex, I believe, is living. Believe Alex is. I'm going to get this wrong. It's either I think he's in Gulfport, and then you know Nathaniel, the drummer from Jupiter Pilots, in the band. So everybody's playing. It's a Gulf Coast band.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but I would say Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Yeah, they're what's the group that he works with though? Remember they were all wearing the shirt. I think they're out of New Orleans. I don't remember though.
The Vibers.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has Haley Green as well. But yeah, they're out of New Orleans. They are.
Okay.
So we had an opportunity. He couldn't be on the show tonight because he's working. Because yes, musicians really do work. So we were able to do this video or do this interview. When did I do it? Monday night? Yeah, Monday night. So sit back, relax, listen to. I'm going to tell you, when you hear the story behind the video for She Said, it's going to give you that much more appreciation for the video.
Yeah.
So sit back and enjoy the interview. It's got some in-depth stuff. It's pretty good.
Yep, and he's going to actually intro the video. She Said is the name of the song. He's going to intro that at the end of this interview. We'll go straight into it. And then coming up after the break, Kevin, we'll maybe try to see who's in the lead for the grudge match.
Yes.
Sounds good. So stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Kevin and Alex from Nvision. How are you guys tonight?
Hey, how's it going? I'm good.
Can you hear us, Kevin?
How's it going, guys?
All right.
You're breaking up a little bit. I think we got a little bit better now. All right.
So
yeah.
we got both of y'all here. We're going to chat a little bit about some new music you guys have got, and but I'm going to start with you, Alex. So, what has since the last time we chatted, what has Nvision been up to?
Well, I mean, I would say it's definitely a lot different since the last time we chatted. I was a rapper.
Yes.
So I think if anybody really look.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Wait, what was that? That was interview, Kevin?
Yep, that was. So we had a long interview.
Okay.
He was having some internet issues, so we redid it.
I can pull it from.
So I didn't. You can pull it from YouTube.
Okay. It's on the list? We can go right into it.
It's not on the list. You actually have to go into our page and go to the interview section. And it's the second interview in there.
Okay. Let me do that then. Hold on.
Newer stuff. ask, hey, you can buy
All
one from
right,
us.
now it's
I hear ya.
hashtag Kevin fucked up.
Okay. So obviously things are a little bit different since the last time I was on the show, I was a rapper. I think that if anyone really looked in closely at my music, they could see that at some point in time, a progression into rock was going to happen. And honestly, I started looking for a drummer to make my live. And then Nate from Jupiter Pilot reached out to me and said he wanted to join on. And he was so passionate about the brand, before we even got to our latest release, that I was like, okay, this is the time for me to step back and say, this isn't about me. It's about a bigger picture. And I really chose to take a step back and say, I'm no longer Nvision, but a part of something that's bigger than just myself. And so that's kind of where me and Nate started. And then we started working on developing some music. And I linked up with a new producer that I've been working with since then called, his name is Zach Keel. He's the guitarist from Hollow City, which is another local band that they play out of New Orleans a lot. He does a lot of phenomenal work out in Hammond, Louisiana, where his studio is. We developed She Said together. Me and Nate started looking for other musicians. We found Kevin, and then we also have Austin, who actually has done some work on me in the past, but we all kind of came together into where we're at now.
Awesome. So Kevin, you and I were talking just a minute ago on how you and Alex know each other. So what brought you back into music with Alex?
You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, yeah. So I was talking about, I met Alex through my girlfriend Allison. It's one of her best friends ever. I've been on music for a while. I had a couple of good projects back mid 2000s or so. Kind of went defunct. A member here or there, missing pieces, and just couldn't find it. Kind of was a mercenary guitarist, I guess. Just helping out on projects, friends. And I was out of it for a while. I mean, just been playing on a nylon string acoustic. And, Alex wrote this song. And when I heard it, just the message was so powerful and meant so much to me. And just, I loved his passion and his storytelling and how it's based in truth. And I immediately wanted to be involved with it. So, I knew he was looking for a guitarist. I asked him, if he'd be interested in giving me a try, thinking that, I might just get some kind of excuse like, oh, we're already looking into this guy or not. But he was, no, man, he was pretty excited about it. Started talking, and pretty much that's the history of it. Now here I am. Got me a whole new rig, bought a bunch of new equipment for this project, and I'm super excited to be back in music. And I'm a little rusty, but I'm shaking it off, and I think everything's going to happen pretty quickly. Those training wheels will come off pretty fast once I get into the groove of things again.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm really thankful to be part of this.
Awesome. Well, Alex, I do know that, of course, dealing with the whole COVID-19 and everything, unfortunately, you had actually had a gig at South by Southwest.
That's correct.
And unfortunately canceled. But from what I understand, you got some shows coming up, including one in Oklahoma. Let's talk a little bit about that stuff. Hopefully all of that holds true for you. But talk a little bit about those.
All right. So actually, we actually have a small pocket of fans from older stuff and into our newer stuff in Oklahoma. Probably one of the biggest fans we got is out there. She's super excited to have us come out there. But it's actually at a church called The River in Ada, Oklahoma. And so we'll be out there just, providing a positive influence. I actually used to be a youth minister once upon a time. And so I'll actually probably be giving a short little word, and but also just rocking out and having a good time for the guys out there. Some of the things that we're trying to do in light of COVID-19 is we're actually going to be taking thermal temperature readings at the door. Everyone's going to be required to have a mask to get in. And we're going to encourage social distancing, of course, within the auditorium, as well as highlight it from the stage, to tell people like, look, this isn't like a pre-COVID concert. Like, we want to make sure that people are staying safe first and foremost above everything else.
Gotcha. You plan on selling any of those Nvision masks outside the door? So if anybody doesn't have any, they can get one coming in.
Yeah, actually, Nate ordered some more of them, and we're working on putting some more of those together. So that way, if you don't have a mask, hey, you can buy one from us.
I hear you. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of things. New song, new video, She Said. Tell us the story behind She Said. Tell us the meaning behind She Said, and tell us a little bit of story of the video before we go into it here.
Okay. So She Said is a true story. And basically what happened was I was actually in the studio working on No Tears, which is what I was on here for about before. And one of my close friends was out on a date, and I didn't think much of it until she called me crying hysterically and saying, "Where are you at? I'm coming to you." And she drove like an hour straight into the studio where I was at. I held her in my arms on the roof of the studio for about 45 minutes. And then I let her crash at my place that weekend, made sure she was okay and feeling safe. And I helped her get through that time, and made sure that she was able to like mentally rehabilitate and be able to trust again and those kind of things. And in doing that and being there for her, I really like felt the pain that she was going through. Like, I could never understand because I wasn't in that situation and it didn't happen to me. But like I did feel the emotions that she was feeling, and it really hit me heavy the next day at work. And I actually just kind of took a moment to myself at work and like broke down and started crying from the emotions that I was feeling. And I just started writing, and I actually wrote the first draft of the song in about 10 minutes straight from the emotions that I was feeling from that. Later, of course, I talked to her and told her that I wrote a song and made sure that it would be okay to like use that story to help other people. Now she's doing great. She's in a healthy relationship, and has moved past that. Of course, it's still a painful memory, but she's doing a lot better, and just is super stoked and excited that we're doing this music and this video to not only share the story that happened to her and give her a voice, but also be a voice for so many other people that have been through sexual assault.
I agree. It's a very, very powerful message, a very, very powerful subject as well. And I'm glad that you guys are bringing light to the subject through this. And 20% of the royalties on it, or the proceeds on it, are going to where?
Yeah, so we're actually giving 10% of the proceeds to. No, it is 20. It's just we're giving 10% to Zoe Healing Center, which is a Christian-based organization out in Oklahoma, and then we're giving another 10% to a local thing here in Mississippi called the Bridge.
Okay.
It's the Mississippi Center for Violence Prevention and the Bridge Network. They're doing a lot of things. Like, they actually have like prevention programs. They have rehabilitation program for actual perpetrators. They also have counseling, and they actually also help get victims of human trafficking off the streets and help them, get away from their attackers and hopefully integrate back into society at a healthy level and things like that. Like, they just do so many awesome things. And so like we're divvying up when we get into actually, bringing money in for this, we're going to be donating towards them. Awesome.
So tell us where anybody who wants to look for Nvision, where they can find you on your social media platforms.
Okay, so we try to keep it really simple. So we're actually Nvision228 across all social media. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And I know we're about to talk about this new music video that I don't know where it's going to be at whenever this premieres, but we're at 13,000 views on Facebook right now.
Very cool.
And I know we just released this video. We actually have a new single out, not out, but it's done. Like I have it, it's ready to release, but we're not going to let it go until we get our Instagram at 1,000 likes. So
All that. That's a good plan right there. So go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that, so if they like She Said and they want to hear more, they need to go like that Instagram page.
Awesome. All right. Well, I mean, we've gotten to that point, and Kevin, I want to tell you thank you for joining us.
Yeah, sorry about my connection issues.
It's all good. This is the life we live right now. So it is what it is. But we're going to roll into She Said, and Alex, I'm going to let you intro it, and we're going to play the new video right now.
Okay, sounds good.
You intro it.
Oh, so
yeah.
Like I'm out. Okay, cool. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm Alex. This is Nvision, and you're watching She Said.
All right, so we're recording now.
Kevin, I don't think it's on there. Is it on there? I don't think it's on. I didn't see it on the playlist.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
It's right beneath
Atlantis.
I'm out. Okay, cool. Here we go. 1. All right. I'm Alex. This is Nvision, and you're watching She Said.
All right, so.
Body like a corpse, her skin is gray and fast, and her blood it pours. How long can she said, hold me, I'm worthless, I'm filthy, I'm hopeless. Wept until daylight, her thoughts left on that night. What for you passed in a moment, she'll remember till the end. Her soul is dry bones, her flesh peels in hard groans. She's giving up now. She wasn't strong enough to push you off. No, it's not her fault. I know. Screaming faith of pain, cursing out your name, living hell just to share. Her light is fading out. Water runs from the shower head, but doesn't seem to shake the stench of him. Peel my skin off and let me bleed. Free my soul of captivity. She's giving up now. She wasn't strong enough to push you off now. And no, it's not her fault. I know. Screaming faith of pain, cursing out your name, living hell just to share. Her light is fading out. Carry me away, take the pain in me and run it through its veins. She's giving up now. She wasn't strong enough to push you off now.
red light and a stop sign. In the town I was born, you gotta go a little off the blacktop to get to my old family home. As a boy I would run barefoot down these old muddy roads. But Daddy said, son, if you stay here, it'll crush all your dreams and your hopes. He said, I hate this town, I won't come back around. So farewell, my friend, see you again. I grew up thinking just like him, couldn't wait to get away. I packed up my bags and I left here on my 18th birthday. The lights of the city aren't exactly what I thought they would be. The drugs and the bills and depression, they hone on my dreams. And I hate this town, I won't come back around. So farewell, my friend, I'll never see you again. Oh, take me back to the time when life was easy and free. Give me the wisdom to teach my son, so he never tells me, Daddy, I hate this town, I won't come back around. So farewell, my friend, I hope to see you again. I hate this town.
Oh, that was cool. So we had Nvision in there. That was a song that we were talking about. The song is "She Said." Man, I really dug that song. They got a cool sound going on there. So I'm anxious to hear more from those guys, for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be good stuff. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, they'll have 1,000 Instagram followers, and we can hear the new single.
That's right. And then who was the last song by? Tell me the story on that, Kevin.
So the guy's name is Gabriel Bass. He's out of Natchez, Mississippi.
Okay.
So some good stuff comes out of Natchez.
Yeah.
So, matter of fact, Natchez, they had a songwriters festival tonight that they live streamed that he was a part of, and a few other artists from Natchez. So that was some good stuff there.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, other than everything else, it's a pretty good show.
I liked it. I apologize again for the internet, man. It's I've been watching. We've been dropping a ton of frames, so I don't know how well everything came across, but we'll do some.
The good thing is it's recorded.
Right.
We'll upload a version that has no glitch, and you can rewatch it.
Yep, and we'll get some shorter clips cut out and upload that throughout the week. So we're going to get off of here just because, like I say, because of those issues. But I want to let you know.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that.
You didn't see my message where are we going to talk about June 9th?
Oh, let's confirm that with Joey first, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to happen. That's probably going to be our next date for the next show. with a little bit of a twist. So we need to confirm that. But just stay tuned to the Facebook page, all of our platforms.
We may actually be in the same room.
We might. We might. But what I wanted to say was Kevin's been reaching out to a lot of people, a lot of different people through the internet, using this platform that we're on now. And so hopefully we're going to continue to be able to bring you some of the interviews like we've been doing. So stay tuned for that as well. Also, always going to focus on the local scene here on the coast and all of the up-and-coming artists from as far of a reach as we can grab. So we hope you're digging
Absolutely.
the show. Drop us a line. Let us know what you think. If you want some of these one of these hats right there, yeah, they're probably going to be around 25-ish bucks, depending on whether that includes shipping or not. We don't know, but let us know below. And if you would, you love, what does that say? Is that Lori? Loved all the songs that we played tonight. We appreciate it, and thank you for checking us out.
Thank
Normally,
you, Lori. We appreciate it.
yeah. Normally we're not as glitchy as we were tonight, but it was still a fun show, and we really enjoyed it. Like Kevin mentioned, we have a playlist on definitely on Spotify. You can search the Sound 228 and check out a lot of songs that we featured on the show since really the beginning of the show, almost 2 years ago now. So check that out. Kevin, did we ever get?
And we have a featured artist playlist on our YouTube channel, so you can definitely go to YouTube and check it out.
Let's read real quick from Gabriel. He said, I'm definitely the acoustic folk. What does that say?
In the rock lineup.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks for featuring my music. That was Mark Richardson on lead guitar. I can't. Oh, it moved. On lead.
Harmonica, Gene Smith on bass, and Brad McKinney on drums.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we were digging that sound. It's cool. But like we were saying, check us out on all the platforms. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I think, Kevin, I don't know if you've been uploading on that very much, but and YouTube.
I do upload the Tall Boys a little bit. I don't know how much uploading I do on TikTok more than I get caught in the rabbit hole and just start flipping through the videos on TikTok.
Yeah,
But
that's right. That's right.
I'll start getting better at that.
And you can also listen to the audio versions of the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. We're going to get caught up on those because we're a little bit behind. But thanks, everybody, for watching. Y'all have a good night.
Everybody that came through tonight because that watched for Cody and then ended